I'm Jackson Clark.
Hey, I'm retarded.
My name's Weaver, and you're listening to The Mariety Show.
You're watching the Mariety Show.
You're listening to The Mariety Show.
Good day, everyone. Today, in Booger Hole, West Virginia, actually this was 2 weeks ago, it was 51 degrees Fahrenheit, with a high of 59 and a low of 42. And today, I want to thank you for all tuning into this first episode of the Mariety Show. Today we have Doug from Arizona Bay Coffee Co. and TulsaMeatSupply.com. And also Brady from... I don't necessarily know what he does.
Parts unknown.
All right, that's awesome. Okay, so next, I don't know why this already fucking stupid. I hate it. All right, so anyway, I asked Doug, because he's my guest, to give me something to listen to or watch or something like that so we could review it. So he gave me this movie called The Outsiders, right, Doug?
That is correct. Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched it during work in little increments, maybe 30-minute increments. Was this like your favorite show as a kid?
It was.
Movie?
So
My bad.
when you watched it, you didn't do it justice if you were only half watching it at work in 30-minute increments.
But I watched it is the point. I did watch that movie. So why doesn't that do it justice? I don't understand.
Okay, so what did you think of the movie? You're supposed to review it. So what's your review? Yes,
my review overall is it's a good movie overall, but it's not necessarily the best. I know it's based off of a book, fine literature, whatever. That doesn't mean anything. I don't know. I saw the guy from The Breakfast Club, The Karate Kid, Tom Cruise, and then there's like the ethnic passing kid. I guess that's the Karate Kid. I guess he's white. I don't know what the hell. He kills a white guy. So I'm like, what's going on here? And then he's the only one who basically dies until the end, like a white kid dies. And I'm like, well, I don't know why this kid gets all the action. I thought there would be like a bunch more fights, but they had this really like gay like fighting scene in the middle of it too. It's really geared towards people your age.
Super gay.
Hold on. That is the problem with your generation. Like what you just said, it is geared towards people your age. The movie was written fucking 30 years ago. It's not geared towards people my age. It's geared towards people that was your age 30 years ago.
No, we all have different interests. Like kids these days, they like Nirvana. That's 30 years ago. So you, I assume, I really don't know. I guess, yeah, you are my age 30 years ago, so you like stuff that's 30 wait, you're not 60, fucking close enough, but basically, okay, it adds up, it makes sense. It's really depending on the time frame, it's not really your age.
Personally...
But what I don't understand about it, sorry, Brady, have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I have. I was going to say, I actually agree with Doug. I think it's a great movie.
So you asked me, give me something to review, and I give you something, and then you immediately take that as, the movie was good, but it's not the best. You didn't say what is the best movie ever made. You said, give me something to review. I gave you something to review.
Well, I don't necessarily have a best movie ever made, in my opinion. I just think this one wasn't really that good. It didn't spark my interest. I wouldn't really watch it more than this time.
Play the tape back. You said it was a good movie, it wasn't the best. And now you're saying it wasn't that good. I feel like you're being combative, and I don't know why. Please tell me why you are being combative.
I just don't necessarily like this movie. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's like Boys in the Hood, but for like white people. But it just white people, when they copy black people, they don't do it good.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that Boys in the Hood copied The Outsiders because that came first?
No.
Fuck. That's Brady. Can you fact check that real quick?
Yeah, let me look that up real quick. Ah, damn, he's right.
This should be the last guy fact checking. So I don't know. Maybe I meant to say it the other way. Boys in the Hood took what The Outsiders did and did it better.
It's the remastered version.
I think that is a fair statement.
Yeah, and that's why this movie isn't necessarily good. The origins of some things aren't that good, but other people can come in and perfect it later. So it's good. It's a good base, not the best. It's kind of stale.
I had the opposite experience, actually. After I finished the movie, it made me want to read the book. I liked it so much.
Now, did you read it or listen to that book?
Oh, well, I didn't read it yet. It just made me want to.
You're gonna listen.
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay. So you're gonna listen to the audiobook.
I mean, it's only like 100 pages, so the audiobook would probably be 20 minutes. So.
Okay, no, I was just curious. Okay, yeah.
So
yeah, but
just to be clear, before we move on from that segment on to the next segment, I just want you to know that I think that you are wrong. Your review is wrong. Your review is bullshit. And you didn't do it justice because you half-ass watched it at work in chunks.
well,
Moving on.
Were you at least were you at least attracted to soda popping? Like
no,
that's like
wait,
all...
Brady, Brady, he doesn't move on my show.
Okay.
He doesn't move. I move on my show. Anyway, the title card is one of the things I didn't even get to do. This segment's called Content Counsel. So I should have done something, made it order in the court. Content Counsel. Okay, there we go. Right. So it's okay that we have differing opinions. Okay. But I guess in that case, if it's kind of like a courtroom setting, I guess someone would win. So if you, whoever you guys think wins, put it in the comments. I don't know. I don't know. Is it okay? Next.
How about this? I would say that The Outsiders movie is easily in the top 10 best films ever created in American cinema.
I could see that.
Okay, why? Name 10 reasons.
How about this? Why don't you come back at me and give me one movie that you think would be in your top 10?
Okay, so which one did I just? That Mad God. I've watched it once, but it's pretty good.
Have you seen Unfriended?
You probably wouldn't know it. Unfriended, no, that's not in there. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie, that's a very good one.
I agree.
No, see, okay, now we're just being retarded.
That's not being retarded. That's being realistic.
Can you say retarded on the Mariety show?
You can just don't say anything too crazy. I think it should be okay.
So are you telling me that you think the SpongeBob SquarePants movie is a better film than The Outsiders?
Well, now that you put it like that, yes, I still think it is. It's a very good movie. It's very good.
Ryan, I wanted to ask you if you like soda popping.
Oh.
Like a lot of women find him super attractive and like watch that movie over and over just for him.
What's his real name? Is that Tom Cruise or?
I don't. Was soda popping Tom Cruise? I don't remember.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Wasn't it C. Thomas Howell?
I mean,
okay,
they're all
well,
dead
that's
now.
some old name that I really don't know. You need to say the guys that like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Rob Lowe, the Karate Kid.
Yeah. Say Tom Cruise or the Karate Kid, Doug. We're not gonna know your boomer references.
Yeah, but if it's none of them, then no one really.
But if
cares.
I spoke cartoon, then you guys would be on track.
Yeah, if you said like Tom Kenny, we'd be on the same page.
Yeah. I bet you don't know who that is, bitch.
Bitch.
Hey. Yeah, I bet you don't
But
know.
you don't, bitch. Did you know
so
Mariah met the voice actor of Squidward?
Yeah, another one that we can definitely name him, but we're
not going to.
We just
but
choose
we
to not at
could.
the moment. But yeah, exactly.
No,
So-
that is actually very impressive.
Yes. We went to meet Kyle
That I
Wilson,
met him?
but instead she met the voice actor of Squidward.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Oh,
That's-
so are you just talking about somebody that you ran into at a convention?
No.
You could say it like that. Yeah, that's kind of how it worked. He just happened to be in the same room, and I slid him like a 5 or something. But
Yeah.
it's kind of gone downhill as the years went by. But you know, we
There's something gross about meeting people at conventions. I took my daughter to a couple. And do you ever watch the show Castle?
no. So that's another reason I'm doing this too, so I can not necessarily watch shows, but get to know more media and stuff. I haven't watched a lot of shows or movies or listened to a lot of music, but no, I haven't watched that show. So what's going on with it?
No, if you don't know who the actor is in Castle, then my story doesn't mean anything.
Okay, tell me a SpongeBob reference, and then maybe I'll understand.
What happened in that episode of SpongeBob, actually?
Yeah.
Did you know that one time I actually recorded a podcast with somebody that met the voice actor for Squidward?
Sounds like a
That
cool.
sounds so fucking awesome. I'd love to listen to that. And I
Okay,
hear
so
she
if-
has a podcast. Oh wait, he's never mind.
Which is how I ended up recording it with her. Yeah. So maybe in the future, for future guests, you could ask for a movie to watch, a song to listen to, and then whatever your trivia thing is.
And then shit all over it.
But yeah, and then shit all over it. And anything that the people like, just come up with reasons why it's dog shit and it's not better than SpongeBob SquarePants.
Can she ask them to be
See,
on time?
Yeah, although you
Or
were
early.
20 minutes late, this is the reason why I wanted you as my first guest. I knew you would be difficult. Anyone else after this it's going to be a piece of cake. So
Ooh.
this
Absolutely.
this is why I had Doug on today.
Mariah, if we could
had-
refer to the chat
like
real
it's-
quick, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie has a 7.1 out of 10, and The Outsiders
Okay, well this does help.
has a 7 out of 10. So Outsiders kind of
Okay,
falls
well
short.
you're this. Oh, I was reading it wrong. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. 7.1. That's better. Is that the critic score?
Yeah, no, it's the IMDb rating. That's official, Doug. So that means The Outsiders worse.
Well, then I guess I stand corrected, don't
Yes,
I?
you lose.
Yeah, I think you have to listen to the majority. Because that's the only way
All
you
right,
have
well,
to go.
While you try to transition to the next topic, I am going to go to Rotten Tomatoes and see if I can pull something out of my ass to bring it right back to talk about The Outsiders again.
All right. Well, I had a lot more planned than The Outsiders. This is this is a good. Oh my god, was I recording? Okay, yes, I am. Okay, so this has been a good first part of our show. Let's just take a break real quick. We're gonna segue into our first song. Because I don't really have a topic planned. That was kind of all I had planned for this beginning part. So it's time to get into our first hit of the day. So here's a song that Doug and actually Brady's going to love. We have Here Without You by _Carls and Mac Petrovsky. Thank you.
100 days have made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face.
A thousand lights have made me colder, and I don't think I can look at this the same. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time.
Hell yeah! You're listening to the Mariety show. Okay, I don't have really a thing for that, like coming out of the song, but yeah, welcome back. How did you guys like that one? That song that was very good.
It made me cry a little bit.
Hello.
So I think we've already established what I think of your taste.
What do you mean? This is your taste.
That song was horrible.
No, this was a good song. They played this on the radio.
Was that?
Oh, okay. So it was a great song, great choice. I'm glad you went with that.
This is
and
not
didn't
this is
make
not
this
the song.
incredibly
This is not the
awkward.
part where you're supposed to talk shit. That was like earlier. Like now, you're supposed to be nice. Oh, that was great. You know, yes, and you know whatever that is. I'm close enough. That's what that means, right?
Okay. I didn't see that in the show notes. I apologize. I didn't mean to detract from your show format.
It's okay.
Great
Yeah,
choice.
We're figuring this out.
I was just asking Doug whether
Perfect.
he thought that song was better or worse than The Outsiders.
That song was easily one of the worst songs that I have heard in the last 12 months.
All right, we have at least one more after this. Not right now, just a little later. So stay tuned. But it's yeah, we just have a couple like that. But it is kind of hard to to find ones that don't really make you cringe too much. There were a lot I came across. Like that one was good. I feel like that was a solid, like, hearty laugh. But some other ones were just so bad.
I think Doug
so
is just
bad
a
I couldn't
hater
do
of
it.
Three Doors Down.
That could be it too. I know
prefers
they've changed in
Kryptonite.
the last few years. Yeah, but
Well, in all fairness to me, you did put me on the defensive by attacking my movie, so I felt obligated to attack back.
so you're saying I should put that at the end of the show, so if I get people upset, then they won't shit on the stuff I like. Because I know I'm going to shit on anything that someone brings to the table.
Maybe you should.
See,
in
that's
my
not a bad
content
idea.
council. Okay.
If you wait till the very end of the episode to say, "Oh yeah, I think The Outsiders was dog shit. Thanks for coming," and then signing off.
That's a good idea. Okay, because I'm trying to. So I've been listening to who are these podcasts. So anything that's going bad with this right now, I'm going to blame Carl, because he said put all the interesting stuff at the beginning because no one's going to listen until the end. So that's why I went with that first. But if I have a guest like you, maybe I should never put that first. Maybe depending on the guest.
Just try playing a song from the 60s, then he'll like it.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't know any songs from then though. I only know maybe back to like 2000s. It's really not that long of a history of no songs. So these
Right. If your music depth is only based around cartoons, you're gonna have a hard time finding something to relate to older guests.
Yeah, I mean there are other things too, like watching The Outsiders and not liking it too, is how I can probably relate with some people who are old and have a good taste in movies, but it's okay, But let's go into our next segment. I forgot what the sound effect sounded like, so sorry if it sounds weird without me introducing it.
Tweetle D and Tweet So Dumb.
So you may not know what that said, but it was Tweetle D and Tweet So Dumb. So that's what this game is today. So basically what I'm going to do, I can pin you two up against each other if you want me to. This one's not specific on any topic. Anyone could get this. So if you guys want to do that, you can. Maybe I could do a proposal for maybe whoever wins this. You'll get a free advertisement for the next 10 episodes I do, if I even get that far. I don't know. Like every episode I'll promote you. Probably not going to matter much, but it's okay. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read this tweet. And then you guys have to guess who tweeted it. All right. So, let's see real quick. So you have no bank. You don't get it. You may get one hint. It all depends. But, let's see real quick. So this is an image. It's like almost like a Facebook.
Are you fucking kidding
Shut
me?
the hell up. This is supposed to be audio only, so I'm trying to explain it the best I can. It's like a Facebook boomer meme, kind of. And it's a quote from the Bible. It says, "First we overlook evil, then we permit evil, then we legalize evil, then we promote evil, then we celebrate evil, then we persecute those who still call it evil. Woe unto them who call evil good and good evil. Isaiah 5:20. So if you guys want to take turns, it's not Isaiah. That's not the answer. I don't know how the Bible really works. But if you want to take turns and try to figure out who tweeted this, I don't know. Maybe you guys get one guess. This. What do you think?
Brady, go ahead and go first.
It's all you, buddy. After you. Who do we get to choose from in this?
Just everybody in the world.
Yeah, so they're on Twitter. This is a tweet, obviously, so that was kind of dumb. Yeah, they're on Twitter. They're an artist that both of you guys know. That's all I'm gonna say. An artist that both of you guys know.
Okay, so you understand the scope of possibilities is not virtually endless, but there is millions of people on Twitter.
Yeah, but how many artists are on Twitter, Doug?
So what if you just keep dropping hints, and eventually it's going to start narrowing it down to where we can make guesses, and then whoever guesses the right name first wins.
Yeah.
Instead of just going through every possible artist.
Okay, this artist. Okay, that makes sense, but I don't know much about this person, so may get really specific at one point. I don't know, but okay, this artist was in a movie.
I think we're at least down to 2 million.
Still don't know. Okay, let's see. What else? This artist has long hair. Or is known for longer hair, I guess.
The guy that played Aquaman.
Jason Momoa?
No. I don't think he's an artist. I think he's just an actor.
I'm going to guess Jared Leto.
No, you guys are both wrong. Let me try one more time. It's a guy.
Okay.
Kind of
Jim
longer
Carrey.
hair. No. He sings. I mean, I said artist already.
Fuck
but
me.
That could have meant.
Okay, God damn it. Hold on, stop. An artist can mean a singer, a dancer.
Yeah, exactly.
A
Okay, he
musician.
sings.
Yeah.
So when you said he's an artist, so then I said an actor, and you go, no, that's an actor.
Yeah, an artist.
No, I don't really necessarily see that as art that much. If you've ever seen like any kind of improv or slam poetry,
Jack
which
Black.
I hate.
Jack Black
No,
is a
not
singer.
Jack Black.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock is a singer.
Yeah, it's Kid Rock.
Was it Kid Rock?
Oh wait, I have a sound effect for this. Wait. Yep. Oh, I forgot. Can you guys say all the wrong answers again real quick? Okay. I forgot I made a soundboard, but I really haven't been using it much. I also have this one of Doug saying "shut up."
Shut up.
You hear that?
Didn't he say that
I
earlier?
put that one in Kaya's server as a sound effect. But yeah, that's the end of Tweetle D and Tweet So Dumb. Unless you guys have any other comments on it.
I'm good.
Fuck.
You're good?
I'm good.
All right. Now let's go to our next segment.
If a quiz is quizzical, then what's a test?
It's time for Tiny Trivia.
All right, guys, we're doing some tiny trivia now. Doug told me basically a topic he was proficient in, and I got a couple of questions, and he's gonna have to answer them. He chose Dukes of Hazzard, which I wanted to see the 2005 movie with the jackass guy, Johnny Knoxville, in it, but I never watched it because it's not on any streaming services. That's okay. I will watch that eventually. But these are... Let's see real quick. This kind of ranges across. I guess they have spin-off movies. Is this like something you also used to just love as a kid, or you just always watched this show?
Yeah, it was a show that I grew up on.
Okay, this one I'm not gonna shit talk because I actually only saw cool things about the Dukes of Hazzard, but The Outsiders just fucking sucks. Yeah, I saw some really cool, interesting things, and I found this really cool YouTube channel that I'm gonna bring up after it. This guy just loves Kid Rock and the Dukes of Hazzard, and it's pretty awesome. But any important or significant life experiences you've had with this show, or you just used to watch it? That's it. You just watch
Okay,
it.
so full transparency, I was in a time crunch when I answered your question. I thought of two things. I know a lot about Dukes of Hazzard, and I like The Outsiders. That's the amount of thought I gave into.
All right, and we know how one of those turned out, so let's start with the other one. Okay, so with the first question today, I'm gonna start it off. I think these will get maybe progressively harder. The last one's just an easy one to end it off with, so you won't feel as bad if you miss a lot. There's just about 4 questions. No word bank on this,
right.
or no choices, because I thought you knew a lot about that. We'll see how much you know. So, the first question, what channel was the Dukes of Hazzard TV show originally broadcast on?
CBS?
That's yes. That means yes. You got that right. So that's perfect. Let's see. How many General Lees did they use throughout the duration of the show?
No, I don't know. I'm going to say 84.
Okay, there's a range, and you were not in it.
I'll guess 6.
It's 200. 6?
130.
Wait, did Brady just say 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not right at all.
Oh.
No, you're a little closer with the 130. It's not an exact figure, but it's 256 to 321. They don't know exactly how many, but that's a shit ton. Like, they put a lot of effort into that. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. But I also was watching. I got that information from Chunky Monkey 40 on YouTube. That's this guy who loves Kid Rock, loves Dukes of Hazzard. He has a great channel. And he's a huge Kid Rock fan, it seems like. So I think Brady should definitely check him out. But yeah, he had a lot of very informative videos on the Dukes of Hazzard too. There's this like golfer named Bubba Watson, and like they hate him because he tried to like he bought like a very old General Lee. Oh, by the way, General Lee, if you guys didn't know, because I didn't know what the fuck this was before I looked it up. It's the car they used in Dukes of Hazzard, which I should have explained that a while ago. But it's the one that's like, you know, or the horn sound. Maybe I should have got the horn sound effect. That would have fucking made it better. Okay.
One of the biggest things about that car is how they get into it without opening the door. And I just like to imagine Doug trying to do that. Crushing the door.
I don't think he would crush it. I don't know. But,
you get stuck.
Brady, you could too. Now I just feel bad laughing at Doug. Damn it. That horn's gonna be playing on a loop if you try to get in though. But anyway, so Chunky Monkey 40 on YouTube. Wow, this is not going over that well. Now I just feel bad. I'm just insulting Doug. I hate The Outsiders, and I'm surprised he hasn't left yet. But that's okay. So the next question: what movie was the Dukes of Hazzard TV show based off of?
Moonshiners, something like that.
I'll give it to you. It's a movie I've never heard of because it came out before like 2004. It's called Moon Runners, actually. But it's basically a moonshiner and his 2 nephews lead the New York mob and the law into a chase. But that also sounds pretty interesting too. Also, that information came from Chunky Monkey 40. I'm pretty sure that's widely available online, but I just like saying Chunky Monkey 40, so that's why I'm saying it. Last question: who's the hottest Daisy Duke?
Catherine Bach.
I'm saying anyone that's not Jessica Simpson, because I looked at I mean, you guys can go off and say whatever you want about these women, but I have to say, I was looking at Jessica Simpson compared to these other ladies, and she is not hot at all. She does not look good. I don't know what it is about her. It's something with her face, but she kind of freaks me out. I don't know what it is. Who did you just say again? One more time.
Catherine Bach.
Catherine Bach. Sorry, you may hear me type. My bad. Oh yeah, she looks pretty hot. She kind of looks like these days. Well, this is supposed to be an audio only podcast, but I'll just say it anyway. She kind of looks like Caitlyn Jenner these days, but it's okay. As long as she looked good back then, that's all that matters, right?
No, I'm talking Catherine Bach now.
Her now? Oh, fuck you. I mean, yes.
What is she now?
Oh,
100?
God. No, she
So
doesn't look that good.
It was a good segment. I like the fact that you didn't ask me any questions about the TV show Dukes of Hazzard proper.
Yes, I did. What it was based off of. What was it originally
you did fine. I gave you a compliment.
Oh,
Just take the compliment.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm just trying to start shit again. Sorry. But yeah, that was good. I learned a lot about the Dukes of Hazzard. This is very informational. It was very informative research, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, Chunky Monkey 40. So he kept popping up on my YouTube. This dude is so freaking awesome. Like I said, big, huge Dukes of Hazzard and Kid Rock fan, and that's like literally all his videos are about. So I want you guys to go look him up after this. But this next song I only found through him because I watched this video. I'll go over it a little bit after, but I watched this video. It's like 10 best patriotic songs to come from Biden's horrible presidency. So right here, I think it's time to do our next music break. So here's Snowflakes by Kiss My Starfish and K Vega 89 right here on the Mariety Show.
All the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans.
Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, because everyone's a retard these days. I hear you too.
You're so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there be snowflakes. War flakes. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
Hell yeah. Snowflakes, guys. That was awesome. Snowflakes. Whoa. Yeah, that one's pretty good. What did you guys think about that? No more snowflakes.
Am I allowed to speak my truth?
Yes.
Go off, boss girl.
I loved the message of that song. But what I was sitting here thinking when I was listening to it was, you said that you've been listening to a lot of WATP. And you know as well as I do, as soon as he starts playing songs, the flow of the show comes to a screeching halt.
Your point?
Well, yeah, all the bad parts of this. Maybe I didn't hear that part.
She skipped that part. She got bored.
So the point of this show is it's almost supposed to be like an old radio show, but we don't have any young thriving people on the radio. We only have old and boring people. So that's why I'm here today. I need to share good music and also talk about the crazy topics going on, even though this one's just setting up the show. And today we, every episode we're gonna figure out who our guest is, and today it's Doug. We're figuring out a lot about him today. So that's kind of just my thing going on. I don't think he would really understand that.
Doug.
So what made you pick that song in particular? Is that something do you believe?
No, because if you actually listened before I played the song, I said this was on Chunky Monkey 40's top 10 best patriotic songs to come from Biden's horrible presidency video on YouTube.
Okay, but there's still a message there, and I agreed with the message. I was asking if you agreed with the message.
I don't remember you asking that, but I mean, I really didn't.
I just did, and you said no. Like it was the sentence before that last sentence.
Well, I don't remember that. I don't really. I mean, yeah, I don't think people should be snowflakes. I didn't really listen to the other lyrics. I know they said retarded. They said retarded in it, so I thought it was really funny. So I just decided to play it. So yeah. If you say retarded in a song,
I am dealing with a fucking nut job right here. Like, I don't have to say anything other than retarded, and you will giggle.
Good one, Doug.
Yeah.
Your generation sucks.
Come on, you think retards are funny too.
I do.
You do, see?
But I also listened to the other words that were surrounding it. It wasn't just, they said retard. That's a good song.
Yeah, and then I also got the most important message too, which was the chorus.
Yeah.
Which is, no more snowflakes.
What part about it do you not understand, Doug?
All of it, apparently.
Okay. Well,
You know, sometimes you just have to see the bigger picture, and that's no more snowflakes, okay?
yeah.
I think
you're
just hung up on all these little details.
I truly believe that you are correct. The little details, which is the other 95% of the song, is irrelevant. What is important is retarded snowflakes. Got
Yes!
it.
Right, can you play it again?
The parts that
I'm good.
stick out are meant to stick out for a reason. Those are, you know, those are the themes that round out the whole song. That's what they want you to listen to because they stick out the most. So the rest is just filler anyway.
Got it.
Exactly.
See, Doug, this is called the Mariety show. It's kind of a play on words. It's like a variety show. So she's going to play some music, maybe get a little bit political here and there. It's okay.
And that's why Brady's here today, the resident retard. I don't know if I can release this right now. Oh no, I'm saying a lot of crazy things.
Just bleep yourself out.
Okay. Oh yeah, also, if you get censored, then you may get censored. I don't know necessarily what we've said so far, so that is always a possibility.
So you're going to go through and edit this and take out any words that could cause any disruption? Is that what you're worried about? Like,
yeah, so every time we
things
yes,
like that?
I'm going to remove that probably, yeah. I forgot to tell you that at the beginning, but I guess that's also a good thing because you could have just sprinkled that throughout the whole show. God damn it, I got snowflakes on my brain.
So in the same episode that you played a song talking about how soft this country has become, you are telling me that you are going to censor it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you not get about that?
For what reason?
I have a life I need to live.
Yeah.
Are you reading that? Are you being held hostage?
Oh, no, that's just how I speak. I have this life that I live. I can't let anything get in the way of that, not even this podcast. Because I know everyone is obviously going to hear it, so I can't have you saying those words.
Okay.
Yeah. Check and mate.
So
all right.
You've listened to my show before, right? You know how I talk.
Yeah, and you're on my show now, and you know I censor people.
Gay.
But yeah, so Chunky Monkey. That's really all the rest of the meat of the show I had. It was just really talking about Chunky Monkey, and then we go into white people and then Mexican people. So do you want to start with anything first, or I kind of had a flow, but I didn't.
So what's next on the agenda? White people?
No, Chunky Monkey, then white people, then Mexican people.
Did we do that already?
Chunky Monkey a little. I just mentioned him. Basically, let me just round it back. Let me just take control for a minute here. So again, he has this video, 10 best songs or something. It's, I don't know, patriotic songs. So 2 of those, 10 songs, one of them we just heard, that leaves 9 left. Two of the songs on that list were from Kid Rock, and 2 were from Aaron Lewis from Stain. I think this is just a bit biased. Maybe they're the only ones preaching, very patriotic music. I don't know. That could be it. But I don't like how Kid Rock and Aaron Lewis were on that list 2 times.
Agreed.
And Brady, since you're here, because he's the resident Stained and Aaron Lewis expert, what do you think about that?
Yeah, Aaron Lewis is very right-wing. He hates Biden. He loves Trump. He's now in every song he has, he talks about Biden a little bit, and even actually wrote a really good song about Let's go.
Did you put an F on the end of Trump's name?
No, Trump.
Say it again.
Trump.
Trump.
What,
He
what's
puts
that
a-
extra?
He puts a D
You're
at the
putting a whole
beginning of all
syllable
his
at the end of
words
it.
too.
It's Trump.
You're still doing it.
No, I'm not. All right. Well,
No, he said Drumpf.
yeah,
He puts a D at the beginning of a lot of words.
Trump.
You got
It's
a
okay.
biscuit in your mouth or something?
Yeah, he's doing his own mad right now. I got him at the wrong time. But, you know, he wouldn't have been here if Doug would have been on time, so.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Doug's got me all off track now, Mariah. What were you saying?
I don't know. I was just saying something about Aaron Lewis being patriotic. And then I have this note that says white people have no flow. And then, let's see. I don't remember this because I don't see it on here now, but I looked up so much Kid Rock that I'm getting him recommended now. I haven't seen a Kid Rock video since I wrote that note like 2 weeks ago, so that wasn't really a lot of content right there. So that was all the white people talk. Now I just have talk about Mexican people, so do you guys have anything else before we because that's the last topic I
I guess not.
no. What I was really just gonna say is Mexican people love Doug and I. My first fan, so I used to do YouTube when I was in like high school and stuff, and I had a fan named Mike. He was Mexican. So that was my first fan. A lot of Doug's audience is Mexican. And you know, see, there's a lot of parallels with Doug and I. Even after this episode, after you hear it, you're maybe not gonna think that, but we're pretty similar, him and I. That's also it. I don't have anything else on that.
You just want to talk about a Mexican you knew?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot better in my head 2 weeks ago.
She is so worried about being canceled that she is instantly trying to inject diversity into her first episode.
No, I've had
because
this note. I've had this note for 2
Her
weeks.
guest is white. Her guest is white, but she has to qualify it by saying that she once met a Mexican.
That's important.
No, I didn't meet him. But I do have many Mexican fans. I do have at least 2 videos of me speaking Spanish, saying thank you to my Mexican subscribers on YouTube. They're the largest part of my fan base and heart.
I don't think any Mexicans listen to Who's Right, so
No, we got a lot of Mexicans.
yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt that.
I
No,
love
we do.
Mexican people.
Viva la Mexico.
Yeah. Wait, I really don't know if that means anything or not.
Doug probably plays Who's Right on a loudspeaker as they mow his lawn.
Maybe I shouldn't have laughed at that. Just okay, Aaron Lewis fan. Okay, you know what? Now I really don't know what else to say. Does anyone have anything? Brady, did you bring any topics for your surprise visit on this
Yeah,
show?
I actually planned a lot of topics, not knowing I would be on here. I wanted to ask Doug how he feels being a guest compared to a podcast host.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like it.
It's a lot less work, isn't it?
Well, so I was kind of curious how this would go, and I think she did a good job. I understand that I'm not the easiest person to interact with, but that's
Yeah.
by design.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my screen turned off. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll
yeah,
get that
you're not
fixed
using
next.
your screen to talk into, are you,
Sorry.
numbnuts?
We'll get that fixed next go around. Keep going, Doug. So what else?
No, I think that you did a good job. I understand your personality, and you are combative by nature, which I appreciate. But you're
yeah.
kind of a shithead.
I think you pronounced that wrong, but it's okay.
Would you come back
thanks,
on the
yeah.
Mariety show?
I would, but I would be better prepared now that I understand what's in store.
Maybe Mariah.
I also
Sorry.
no, it's okay. I'm just saying if Doug does come back on here, I'm definitely gonna need someone else to be on my side because this has taken a lot of like I'm tired. I'm tired after speaking to him. I don't want to do this again. Just me and him. Brady, you were here, but you didn't really talk that much.
Would you say Doug is mentally draining?
I have killed your podcast dreams just by being a bad guest?
No, you haven't killed my dreams. I'm saying I'm continuing, but if you ever get on here again, I'm gonna need someone else because you ask too many things that I can't answer sometimes, and I don't want to have to think a lot.
Well,
So yeah, 8-Bit in the chat just brought up something, and I'm curious, why did you have Brady on? And I don't think he did bad. He didn't distract too much from the conversation. I'm just curious because it went different than what I was anticipating.
Because you didn't show up on time. And
Okay,
I didn't want to
so-
ruin Brady's dreams of being on my podcast because I did say if Doug doesn't show up in 5 minutes, you can get on. So he's already trying to figure out how to record or something. And then you came in and that's why he's here.
Again, it was scheduled for 9:30, right? So at a worst case scenario, I would be late at 9:30.
No, you said if we could do it earlier, and then you said I said 7 because
I
that's the
said
earliest I
if-
could do it. And then
I said
you
if
said
possible.
like 9 or
we were
so.
scheduled for 9:30. So 20 minutes before you start your show,
Okay,
if your
say if
guest isn't
possible.
here already talking, you invite somebody else on.
Yes.
Very good. That's a good
Doug,
idea.
I'm sorry
You
I
just-
stole your limelight. I just kind of wanted to play third mic here and maybe help Mariah out. But I'm sorry if you're jealous of me being here.
Yeah.
I'm not jealous at all. I had actually, when we recorded our bonus episode tonight, I had actually suggested that we bring you on to help us in a segment.
Okay, I like the way this sounds.
Well,
Yeah. So I'm still gonna get someone else next time you're on my show.
okay.
I'm glad you think that this went as well as it did. Like I said, that maybe my next ones will be easier. I do need to definitely I'm giving myself criticism. So what's one huge, do you have like a huge takeaway after being on the show today, both of you? Like anything I can improve on? Don't list all of them, but just maybe one. Everything I did good.
You
can
shouldn't
list
have
all
picked your first guest to be combative and try to working out the bugs at the same time.
All right, I'll write that down and get back to you later. Okay, Brady?
If I were you, I would just play a portion of the songs you want to play. I wouldn't play the entire track. That's just me.
All right, I'll also get back with you on that. You guys are asking me to do a lot of work, like cutting the song up, and I just wanted this to be, thank God I can edit this out. I don't. Did anyone have anything about it being live? It wasn't supposed to be live.
I'm just glad you bleeped all these out. I don't know why Doug said the N-word so many times.
Yeah, what the hell? That's crazy.
Oh, so I'm honestly a little curious why. One, I'm hearing an echo from one of you feeding back into me. It's very distracting.
Yeah,
so fix
probably
that
me.
before your next episode. The other thing is everything that you told me about this podcast, you did the complete opposite.
No, I sent
You weren't gonna
you
record it
my
live.
general outline.
No, you specifically said I'm not going to record it live.
Yeah, I said that.
And then
I did, yeah.
What's your point?
And then someone gave me the idea of doing. Well, they said, "Are you gonna do it live?" And I said, "Yeah, you know what? I might as well. I have everything set up." So then I just did it live. Okay, what's the other thing that I
Okay,
didn't
so
follow? The time is on you.
I would suggest in the future don't record them live or just ignore the audience altogether because you're focused on trying to entertain the people that are listening now instead of the final product that you're going to create by editing. Do you understand?
No, you
It's a
guys
di-
are the only ones that read the chat while I was live though, and I didn't read this chat. I was in there during the songs. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you know what? You're right. You've got it from here. You don't
All right,
need any advice.
so nothing else?
No. Other than that, everything it sounds pretty polished.
All right, sounds about right to me. That's what I was expecting. Brady?
I just didn't realize Doug was going to be so judgmental.
Yeah, I know. He's
Oh,
he's a
how
bit
the fuck
further
would
than
you
normal.
not realize that?
Yeah, he's just going a bit overboard today. I can't believe it. You know, I thought he'd maybe be easier on a woman or something.
He
but
has
I
like
guess not.
300 episodes. He's like, this is your first and you don't have it fucking perfect?
yeah, that's kind of right, actually. That is kind
Oh,
of right.
fuck you both. Hey, do you have any suggestions? Yes, maybe try this. Well, you're really an asshole. Go back to watching your fucking cartoons, you pieces of shit.
And I'm gonna censor you too, so that's a double fuck you. So I don't even care anymore.
Every single one of your N-words is going to be bleeped out.
Yeah, I guess that's something I should put at my pre-show disclaimers as well.
Yeah, we just didn't know you're going to be so judgmental, Carl Hamburger.
Yeah.
All right.
Hamburger. All right. So yeah, I guess that's about it. This went on just a little longer than I expected, which is good because I thought I would only get 30 minutes out of this. But I guess since we have Doug and Brady here, tell me where I can find each of you guys at. Let's start with Brady and then go to Doug. Where can we find you at on the internet?
I don't know that you can.
All right, Doug.
You can find me at Chunky Monkey 14 on YouTube.
40.
I thought that's what we were promoting today.
Yeah, I like that guy. So Chunky Monkey 40.
Actually,
You're
Mariah,
like-
I'd like to change my answer. I was featured on an episode of Who's Right. I would like to promote that. It's called I Would Do Many Things With My Thumb.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll figure out how to put that in here. I guess I'll just put the link.
Yeah.
Oh, and I never earlier I said I would also whoever won that thing, I guess I would promote you throughout my first 10 episodes. I think Doug won that one, right? So I'm being forced to promote and censor, I guess, any podcast. But if you have a little commercial you want to make up, I can play it after the songs, like a little, or like in between for a commercial break. Just like you're listening to the radio, like in the morning.
Or I can
you're in
make
the
you
car.
one impromptu right now.
Could I trade in that promotion and have you play our rendition of Picture?
For the next 10 episodes.
Every episode.
That should be your
Fine.
outro.
No, okay. No. Here's my honest request. Instead of you
Okay.
promoting our show, take that song that we made and cut it up into 10 equal parts and play one part per episode for the next 10 episodes.
All right, so hopefully this goes on for 10 episodes, or else maybe you won't be able to hear the entire thing unless you subscribe to Who's Right on Patreon or whatever. I don't know where you have that posted right now. So either listen to my next 10 episodes or give Doug money if you just want to hear the whole thing at once. So
Check out
it's up
the
to you what
Who's
you
Right
want to do.
podcast featuring Doug and the guy who laughs at Doug.
Yeah, that other guy. I think that's actually about it. Thanks again, guys, for coming on. And I guess I have here. I'll see you next week on the Mariety show, but I'm actually gonna be busy, so we'll figure out when the next episode's gonna be.
So not next week.
Yeah, and I also didn't make an outro or anything, and I didn't use any of my fucking sound effects. Except to tell you guys I have sound effects, and
I have an idea.
like it doesn't make any sense.
You and Doug could sing Picture live on podcast right now as your outro. And as Doug's present.
I can't do that right now. I can't. Picture away. There you go. Sing it, Doug.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Living my life in a slow hell. A different girl every night at the hotel. I ain't seen the sun shining every damn days. Been fueling up on cocaine and whiskey. Wish I had a good girl to miss me. Lord, I wonder if I'll ever change my ways. I put your picture away. Sat down and cried today.